All righty then. It is time for Facebook Live. We are on. Okay, cool. We're on and ready to rock and roll. It is Friday afternoon. Right? Friday. Yep, Friday. My days have been getting blended way too much here. Friday afternoon, September 28th, 2018. If you're watching this live, thank you for spending a little bit of your Friday with me. If you're watching a replay, thank you for spending whatever day it is with me. I just have 2 quick shares to do this, and then we're going to get started with today's really short message. And I hope you will like it and find it. So while I'm doing that, go ahead and say hello. Let me know where you're logging in from and what you are most looking forward to about this weekend. Say hello, where you're logging in from, and what you're most looking forward to about this weekend. I have a couple interviews scheduled for my podcast that I'm really excited about. And what is the other thing I was really looking forward to this weekend? I might get a little crazy and sleep in one morning. I don't know. We'll see. Every time I say do that, I enjoy working so much that I get too excited about getting up and working on stuff. So that never really follows through. But hell, might just good be to throw it out there anyways. Okay, let's see what everybody's logging in on here. Courtney, hey, Courtney, how you doing? Pete, what's up, Pete? Woohoo, I love the woohoos. Saturday morning already in the UK. Lisa's joining us. Oh, San Diego. Pete, what part of San Diego are you in? Hey, Shar, how you doing? Lisa, watching NFL. Oh, cool, pageant. That's fantastic. Carol from New York playing tennis this weekend. Oh, very cool, Carol. Have fun with that. That'll be a great time. The weekend off, which means I'm free to do whatever I want to decide. Good, Chrissy. Have fun. Candy, thanks for the heart. Oh, Ocean Beach. Very cool. I was just down in Del Mar a couple months ago. I'll have to connect with you next time I'm down there. I think I have to go down there. God, I feel like I have something down there before the year's over. I'll definitely connect with you before. That'd be awesome. All right, quick message for today because it's Friday and I'm sure you all have happy hours to go to and things to do and people to see and whatnot. And I know it's kind of funny how Friday night used to be the night. I remember when I was in college, I just had a meeting out at the University of California, Santa Barbara, which is actually my alma mater. And it was funny because I remember thinking on Friday how Friday was always this time where it was sacrilegious to think about planning anything Friday after 12 because that was for parties and happy hour and barbecues and copious amounts of beer drinking in college. And now it's kind of like exciting Friday might be, well, let's see if I can get some done and then do Facebook Live and get some sushi maybe and really go crazy. But I want to give you all this message today because I think it's a really important one and allow it to be a metaphor, if you will. Each of us are going to be on a different stage in our journey. And for some of you, this may really hit home. For some of you, you might be past this. And for some of you, might just be beginning on it. But I was reminded of, have you ever driven on a road and you're driving on the road and it's obstructed, you look out ahead and you can't see where the road goes because there's so much fog. I grew up in Northern California, and the part of Northern California where I grew up in, it's notorious for having a lot of fog. And sometimes it gets so foggy that when you're driving on the road, you might not be able to see more than 20, 30 feet in front of you. But we keep going on the road. We keep traveling because we trust that the lines in the road, we trust that even though we can't see what's ahead, that we trust the road's going to continue and it's going to eventually lead us to where we're going. A few weeks ago, there was a cruise ship that came into Santa Barbara where I live. And this cruise ship came in and so Santa Barbara is a coastal town, so we get a decent amount of fog sometimes. And there was this enormously loud foghorn one morning. And it was way louder than I'd ever heard from the horn on the shore. I was wondering, what the hell is that? Well, eventually the marine layer finally broke after a few hours, and it was a cruise ship. And I realized that whole time the cruise ship was using noise. It was putting out the foghorn. And nobody has sight. Everybody's virtually blind. But again, there's this trust in that if you keep going, you keep staying on the course, you make a little subtle adjustments, you're going to get to where you're going to get to where you're heading. You're going to get to where you want to go. In life, I think oftentimes we have foggy paths ahead of us. We may go through some sort of tragic life-altering event, a death of a loved one. We may go through a radical change in life, loss of a job, an end of a relationship. We may be beginning something new, becoming an entrepreneur, beginning a new relationship, beginning a new life beyond loss, whatever that is. And we may be starting on a road that's unfamiliar, a road that we haven't traveled before, and a road that is foggy as all hell up in front of us, and we can't see much beyond the 20, 30 feet in front of our car. And it can be really scary traveling on these unknown roads because it's somewhere you've never been before, and the voices in the head start to say, well, maybe we can't make it there. Maybe we can't quite make it that far. Who are we to travel on this road? Maybe it was silly to begin, whatever those voices might say. But remember, you have a life history of trusting in where the road's going to go and that the road leads you to where you want to end up. And sometimes when we travel those metaphorical roads in our life that are obstructed, we can't quite see where it is we want to end up. But we just have to trust in here that if we keep on the path, we're going to get to where we want to go. Now, the path may be filled with twists and turns. There might be some potholes. There might be some other obstructions that try to get in our way. But ultimately, trust is what's going to propel you forward. And if I could give you that message today of trusting, I would hope that you could receive it because, and this isn't about trusting in everyone else or anything else. This is just about trusting in yourself. It's about trusting in that knowingness that's inside of you. It's about trusting in your heart, about trusting in your gut, not listening to the voices that will sit here and spin stories, but really trusting in what you know to already be true. Each and every one of you right now who are traveling on a road, wherever that road may be, you know that road is that road is on the way to where you need to go. You may not have full certainty about it sometimes, and then the voices may pop up and try to talk you out of it, but just trust in it. Because the fog will clear at some point. And oftentimes what happens on those foggy roads is once we break through it and we get to where we wanted to be, the view from the top is always worth the climb, and we're treated with some of the most spectacular vistas around. So take that today into your weekend. Foggy roads, continue the course, stay the course, keep pushing forward, honor that emotion you have inside, trust in yourself, trust your gut, trust your intuition, whatever you want to call it, and keep pushing forward because the view from the top is going to be worth it. All right, everybody, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your Friday with me. I will send you all out to your fun and fabulous weekends, and we will be back here on Mondays sometime. So until then, wherever you are, morning, noon, or night, I wish you an extraordinary rest of your day and a fantastic weekend. And remember, Carpe Diem, seize this moment and then seize the next moment after that. Make them absolutely extraordinary and live them like you're your last. We'll see you next time, everybody. Take care. Sending lots of love to you. Bye-bye.